Good morning, Tyler. I'd like you to create some spreadsheets for me today. I need them color-coded and sent to me by noon.
Alright, you say, and because you know your boss so well, you wait for the next set of instructions. And then they come in.
Could you make the spreadsheets using Comic Sans .13 font with anything important highlighted in pale yellow?
Sure, you tell him. Then he suggests something about the header, and something about the titles for each column, and something about spacing, and something, until you're starting to want to pull your hair out and walk out for lunch and get in your car and never come back. The micromanager has his hands in everything, so much that he might as well have done the project himself. It's insulting to me that I was good enough to be hired for the job, but don't have the freedom to actually do it. The freedom that comes with a hands-off boss can seem really refreshing at first.
Wow, my boss hardly ever gives commands about what I need to be doing. It's so nice to have so much freedom.
But let me tell you, after a while, you'll start thinking differently.
I need more direction on this new marketing campaign, but my boss never seems to be interested in being involved.
If you've ever had a boss with a ton of ideas but not a lot of talent giving directions, you've been touched by the hands-off boss. He is there, and you have his office extension. You email regularly maybe, but he gives you so much freedom you hardly know where you're headed. Have you ever had a boss who will send you an email saying,
It looks like we've gotten behind on updating the main database. Can we start on that today?
Wait. I'm sorry, did you mean that I had gotten behind and that I should start on that? This is classic passive-aggressive boss behavior. Managers are told to use the we pronoun because it gives everything a team feeling. But to the receiver, it doesn't always seem that way. When you get that email, it seems aggressive because it is. The passive-aggressive boss probably has lots he would like to say to you. But he wants to seem nice, so he sugarcoats everything. Unfortunately, bosses, this doesn't make anyone feel good. Plus, even worse is that you never get any real feedback because everything goes through a filter of a passive aggression, so that the real meaning falls between the cracks. Remember the older kid in your class who was always teasing someone or making fun of how they talked, walked, ate their sandwiches, or something else equally ludicrous? Well, he graduated too, and unfortunately, some of those bully types became bosses and managers. The bully boss is still that kid. He still pushes people around because he can, only now he does it because he has the power to do it, and before he was just the biggest kid on the playground. Instead of just a mean kid at recess though, the bully boss has the power to make your life miserable. I recently read an anecdote about a bully boss who singled out and harassed one of her employees. It got so bad that the employee reported her to her boss, but the bully boss denied it all, and then used her higher standing to further punish the employee. Bullying doesn't stop in high school. This one is super relevant right now as we watch those running for political offices in our country making promises and schmoozing to get the vote. The politician boss plays the field and says what he thinks he needs to say to get ahead. That means he promises his subordinates things he probably won't do to keep them happy and working. And he tells his boss things that will make himself look good. Similar to the bully boss, but obviously less harmful, the politician manager probably seems to be something that he's not. The politician will use his charisma, and most likely well-honed speaking skills, to get everyone involved with him at work on his side. But don't be fooled. Even a crooked politician in the workplace will eventually lose his seat. So, the politician manager tells people what he thinks they want to hear because he could get something out of it. But there's a similar manager type that actually means it. The everybody's friend manager is almost as bad. She's so nice that she can't give criticism, constructive or otherwise, and she hardly ever enforces disciplinary behavior. The everybody's friend manager is a pushover. That's bad for everyone who works with her because it means she can't really get everything done that needs to be done. Alex, didn't you leave for lunch at 11:30?
Sure did, John. There a problem?
Well, it is 3 now.
Yeah, sorry about it.
Oh well, no problem. And we're all lost. The meeting lasted 45 minutes, and all the while your boss was just vaguely introducing a new project that seemingly had no actionable task. No worries though, there will be another great idea soon, so you won't be worried about this one for long. The idea man is always coming to the team with a new idea or a new project. Even though you can hardly finish your other 20 projects because you can never get a good rhythm going. Every time you do, the idea man sweeps in with a new project and demands immediate attention. Oftentimes, his ideas are more like idea clouds that he hopes will rain actionable tasks or creative energy onto the team. Unfortunately, unless you're a mind reader, and a highly organized one at that, his ideas will be hard to keep up with and hard to accomplish. Don't worry, he's probably used to the disappointment. This has been the 7 Deadly Sins of Managers. If you've been touched by one of these bosses, I'm sorry, but you are not alone. If you too have a horrible boss or a similar story to share, let me know either below in the comments or through Facebook or Twitter. Feedback appreciated.